Click the like button, share and subscribe. It's free.
Was made to the statement of Mr. Hlophe in these proceedings.
Yes.
Which was not properly commissioned. Was it the only statement that Mr. Hlophe made in these proceedings?
No, it's not, my lord. I think that will be a fourth statement. At recollection in the docket, there are three other statements. I was only present when one was taken, and it was not even taken by me, but it was taken by my colleague, but I was present. And at that stage, my lord, I had no knowledge of what the docket contained. But subsequent to me now being appointed as the lead investigating officer, then I realized that there were other statements in the docket. I think there's about three, and then this particular one was the fourth one, my lord.
Itatimende ezenziwa-ke uyena-ke uHlophe-ke kukhulunywe ngesitatimende sikaHlophe-ke kuqala kwangasona-ke leso kuphela-ke cabanga ukuthi-ke uma iphelele-ke ziwu-4 leso-ke uma sithathwa-ke ngangikhona-ke kodwa kwamina-ke owayesithatha kodwa-ke uzakwethu kodwa uma ngabe icala-ke selinikezelwa kumina ukuthi kube yimina-ke manje oholayo-ke ithimba eliphenyayo kulecala ila ngabona khona-ke kwidokodo ukuthi kunezinye-ke ey'ntathu itatimende khona.
If not for, my lord, maximum will be 3. But I know that there are definitely other statements other than the one that was taken in my presence.
Now, this statement that was taken in your presence, when was it taken? When was it taken down?
Yeah, my lord, there is a date. I think it should be before I was appointed as the lead investigating officer in the matter, my lord. 2016, 17, around there.
Lesi esathathwa-ke ngikhona-ke mina kwangaphambi kokuthi-ke beyimina-ke oholayo-ke ithimba eliphenya lecala phakathi-ke kwa-2016 no-2017.
I'll just check the exact date, my lord, while we're proceeding.
Sisaqhubeka-ke ngizoyibheka-ke i-date ukuthi yiphi.
Can you perhaps just briefly explain the circumstances under which that statement was taken?
Yes, my lord. Around that period, myself, we were about 9 members of the police. I think we were about 4 officers. It was myself, Colonel Ramohala, Lieutenant Colonel Nzenisa, and the late Captain Mabuti, plus I think 5 or 6 other members. We were about 9 or 10, my lord, in total. We were sent by then the head of detectives, General Gomo, Lieutenant General Gomo, to go to the family of the deceased at the time and indicate to them. It seems, my lord, there was a planned visit that was supposed to be made by the head of detectives, which then the National Commissioner, General Patlane, General, who was the NATCOM, to go and update the family with the progress or the status of the case at that time, my lord.
Okwenzeka-ke lana cabanga ukuthi-ke sasamaphoyisa-ke ayo-9 noma ayo-10-ke wabalile-ke amagama-ke ubrigadier kodwa-ke sasiyithimba-ke esathunywa-ke noma-ke sacelwa-ke owayehola-ke abaseshi noma-ke abaphenyi ngalelo cala ngaleso sikhathi u-Lieutenant General Mkomo futhi-ke kanye naye-ke owayengumkhomishina wamaphoyisa uGeneral Patlane okuyukuthi-ke sihambe-ke siyobona umndeni wakhe umufi futhi-ke siyobatshela-ke ukuthi-ke kwenzekani ngecala.
But also to assist with whatever assistance we can give, my lord. But what is prudent is that I was not appointed as the lead investigating officer at that time. It was prior to the appointment by General Story.
Futhi-ke nokuthi-ke silekeleleke noma kungani-ke esasingakwazi-ke ukuthi silekelele ngayo kodwa-ke okusemqoka-ke futhi ukuthi-ke ngaleso sikhathi leso-ke ngangingeka okwake ukuthi kube yimina-ke ohola ithimba eliphenyayo kwakingaphambi kokuthi-ke ndiqokwe uyena uGeneral Sithole.
My lord, we then arrive at the deceased home, introduce ourselves, and in those interactions, my lord, because I do recall we met the father of the deceased, was still alive at the time, and the mother, the parents, and the siblings.
Okwenzeka-ke sase sifika-ke lapho sahlangana nawo-ke umndeni wakhe uma ufike abazali ubaba wayesaphila ngaleso sikhathi nomama kanye futhi-ke ney'ngane zakubo.
We communicated the directive we've got, my lord, but in that interaction as we were communicating that, it was then brought to our attention that the family does not understand why it is difficult or taking so long for the matter to be resolved, because there seems to be information that was given by Mr. Matala to the brother-in-law. This is now Mr. Hlophe, that the deceased in this matter was shot by mistake. That's the essence of it. I'm trying to sum up it.
Ngizama-ke ukuthi-ke ngikufinyeziwe-ke lokho ukuthi-ke noma ngenze sifinyeziwe-ke ukuthi-ke sisakhulumisana-ke nawo-ke umndeni khona lapho base bethi bona-ke abayizwisisi-ke le ndaba yokuthi-ke kungani-ke kuthatha isikhathi ukuthi-ke icala leli-ke liphothiwe-ke ngoba-ke kwakunalo lwazi-ke noma le information eyayikhona-ke uMr Madlala ayenayo noma ayindlulisela-ke kuyena-ke usibali wakhe umufi uHlophe.
Yes, that even if it's already been put on record yet.
All right. So now, as I said, my lord, I had no knowledge, in other words, I was not privy to the docket, so I did not know what was already filed in the docket. But when that was brought to us, for me, it was a crucial information that needed to be followed. So we then asked to be introduced to Mr. Hlophe, which was duly done, and that's how we met him, my lord.
Nanjengoba ngisho ukuthi mina-ke owayehola-ke noma-ke ngangakaqokwaki ukuthi kube umholi-ke kwithimba eliphenyayo ngathola-ke ngangazi ukuthi yini esedokotweni ngase ngithi-ke i-information esemqoka-ke noma ebalulekile-ke le sacela-ke ukuthi asihlanganiswe naye-ke uMr Hlophe, iyona-ke indlela esahlanganiswa naye.
My lord, upon meeting him, the statement was taken by my colleague, the late Captain Mabuti. He took the statement from Mr. Hlophe, summarizing what I've said, my lord, in essence. Mabuti, Captain Mabuti.
Istatement esathathwa-ke kuyena-ke uMr Hlophe sithathwa-ke ongasekho-ke uzakwethu uCaptain Mabuti.
In the presence of all, the whole team, my lord. So it was the team that moved from the deceased home to meet Mr. Hlophe.
Ithimba lonke leli ebengilibalileke elalikhona-ke sase sisuka-ke manje la kumndeni-ke wakhe umufi saya kuyena uMr Hlophe.
This was also, my lord, reported to the DIFCOM then at the time to say this is what we've got, and then we asked to follow that up, which was then refuted. There was some resistance at the beginning from Mr. Madlala, I recall, when we tried to interview him, because at that stage, Brigadier Mudise, who is also late, was the IO, so he was not aware who we are. He didn't want to cooperate with us, but basically the essence was to confirm what has been said by Mr. Hlophe, which was refuted, but there was, as I said, there was some mistrust from Mr. Madlala at the time.
Ngaleso sikhathi leso-ke kwakhona-ke ungathembiki kwakukhona-ke kuyena-ke uMr Madlala futhi-ke ekuphika-ke lokho-ke masiya kuyena-ke ngale nkulumo le eyashiwo uyena-ke uHlophe nokuthi futhi ngaleso sikhathi-ke kwakusewumudise-ke kwakuyena owaye ephenya-ke icala leli.
My lord, that
This is very crucial. What did Mr. Madlala, what was his reaction to these allegations?
He denied it, my lord. He said he never said it. But like I said, he referred us to the IO to say, I don't know who you are. I know Mr. Mudise, speak to him. He says he was getting a lot of threats and all manner of things. But it was clear that he was refusing that he ever said that, my lord.
Lana okwenzeka ukuthi-ke yena-ke uTumelo Madlala wasethi kithina-ke cha-ke yena-ke akakaze akusho lokho futhi nokuthi-ke sesitshela-ke ukuthi akasazi thina-ke wathi-ke asiyeke uMudise ngoba kwakuwuMudise owayephenya icala ngaleso sikhathi nokusho-ke ukuthi futhi-ke wayethola nje ukusatshiswa-ke kakhulu ngaleso sikhathi leso.
My lord, that affidavit was then filed in the docket. It was actually indexed by me at a later stage, of course, because we're in KZN. It was indexed with my handwriting because it's available, because we had to deal with this allegation that there's a missing statement. And I submitted a statement to say the said statement was never misplaced. It was made by Mr. Hlophe, by Captain Mabuti, who also made his statement at the time. He was still alive, to confirm that it is him who made that statement. in his own handwriting. It was then subsequently at a later stage attached in the docket. It has been there in the docket even after we're then done with that instruction that we received, my Lord, and it is still in the docket as we speak today.
Kwakunale nkulumo-ke ukuthi-ke kwakunestatement esasingekho-ke kulona-ke idokodo, kodwa-ke ngasho-ke ukuthi istatement noma-ke istatement leso sasikhona, futhi-ke naye-ke uCaptain Mabuti wasenza-ke esakhe istatement esho ukuthi kwakuyena umuntu owabhala leso statement ngoba wayesaphila-ke ngaleso sikhathi. Na kunamanje-ke leso statement leso sakhe-ke uHlophe siseyingxenye yedokodo.
When we received the docket, my Lord, as I said, that was that time, and then it was Brigadier Modis, and then subsequent to us following those few things that the DIP commanded us to follow, I know the matter was then assigned to General Shibiri, and then thereafter General Shibiri, then we came on board. This is now when we were appointed. When I received the docket during the handing over process, that statement was still in the docket, my Lord, and as I said, up to today, it's still in the docket. But not only that statement, all other statements that were made by Mr Hlophe are still in the docket. In fact, if you look at this matter that is before court, my Lord, all affidavit disposed from 2014 to date, there's not even a single affidavit that is missing.
Kwakunesikhathi-ke la icala leli ladluliswa-ke ngoba kwakunesikhathi lapho nakho kwaku-General Shibiri kwase sidluliselwa kithina-ke istatement leso sikaHlophe sikhona-ke kanye futhi nezinye kanye nazo ezinye istatement lezi ezaziwe zenziwe uyena uHlophe zazikhona-ke futhi zisekhona-ke zonke istatement nje ezenziwe kulona leli cala leli ngisho nezika-2014 zisekhona.
Now, my Lord, later obviously when I had now privilege now to analyze the docket as the lead investigating officer, that's when I realized that there was a similar statement made by Mr Hlophe right at the beginning to the investigation team. I think the date is around 2015 or so, which didn't yield any results because it was refuted as well by Mr Tumelo. It's early as 2015, and then I think because of the changing of hands by investigators, whenever the families, this is my assumption, my Lord, will go to introduce themselves as a protocol to the family, I think this issue will be raised, and then I think that's that led, because if you look at his statement, it's basically saying the same thing, but it was dealt with as early as 2015 by the first investigation team with no results, my Lord. Fast tracking to where I got involved, same thing, it was refuted. When I was now officially appointed as the lead investigating officer, I revisited the same issue with Mr. Mazala. He still refuted it, my Lord, when I was now the investigating officer.
Cabanga ukuthi-ke ngenxa yokuthi-ke idokodo leli belishintsha-ke izandla noma-ke kube yilaba bese ngena abanye, bekuthi-ke uma kungena-ke elinye ithimba lizophenya belihamba-ke liyobona-ke umndeni liyozethula-ke umndeni wenze-ke into eyodwa-ke futhi naye-ke uHlophe futhi afake-ke itatimende, kodwa-ke istatimende lesi-ke noma-ke inkulumo lena inkulumo eyaphikwa-ke kwawuyena uTumelo Madlala kwango-2015 uma ngabe eqala-ke noma-ke kuthimba lokuqala elaliphenya yila asho khona-ke kuTumelo ukuthi akakaze akusho yena lokho.
I can also explain, my Lord, to indicate that when after I was appointed as the lead investigating officer, and AfriForum came on board as the watching brief for the family, this is one of the aspects that we explain to them, that the assertion or the belief that there is a missing statement is not correct. The statement has been in the docket, it is still available, and it was followed up without, because it's a hearsay. The only person who could have confirmed it, it's Mr. Mazala, who then refuted that he ever said it.
Okunye futhi-ke sisa-ke ukuthi-ke ngikusho-ke ukuthi-ke ne-AfriForum yeza-ke kithina-ke eyayikhona-ke ukuthi-ke izoba yiso-ke lomndeni noma izobhekela umndeni, besho-ke ngalesi statement esasingekho esabatshela-ke ukuthi cha lokho akusona-ke iqiniso istatement esikhona, futhi-ke naye-ke uTumelo Madlala-ke uyaphika lokho.
Now, Brigadier Gininda, do you know if his statement was disclosed to the defense with the rest of the contents of the docket?
Yes, because we made copies, my Lord, copies of the entire docket. When I was asked to assist with the copies, we actually made copies of all statements that were available to us, my Lord.
Ingabe uyazini-ke ukuthi le statement noma le statement lesi-ke sanikezwa-ke abameli yebo, ngoba-ke senza-ke amakhophi azo zonke iy'tatimende-ke kulona idokodo.
But if there's any misunderstanding in that regard, my Lord, like I said, it's still available in the docket.
kodwa-ke uma kuwukuthi khona-ke la ekungazwana khona-ke mala nalolo daba lolo nanjengoba ngishilo-ke ukuthi sekhona-ke lona idokodo.
And then
Yeah, there's something strange that is really bugging my mind, because when I look at what Gininda is saying here about the statement of Mr. Hlophe, that has been missing for the longest time. In the statement that has been missing, it has a crucial evidence as to who killed Senzo Meyiwa, because that phone call that went to Mr. Hlophe was made as soon as Senzo was shot. So now, that statement, we had a crucial evidence that was giving a lead as to who. Then another thing that is making me bug my mind is why Madlala is scared. Who are these people who are frightening him? Because it was not the accused. He didn't have anything to do with the accused, but it sounds like he was scared. Who are these people who are scaring him? Because he couldn't even, now he started to deny that he called this Mr. Hlophe. Because this evidence is crucial. Who are these guys who have been threatening this guy? When you look at the circles, you could figure out it's between the group that was in the house and the group that was connected and some of the high profile people. Because there's no way this guy could have, because by the time he called, there was nothing wrong. He was just reporting what exactly has happened to Senzo. But then that statement went missing. And there was too much pressure that was put on that statement, because I understand Gininda, at one point, there was a case that was opened for him about the statement that went missing, because it's understood it was stolen by him, Gininda. So now the statement has surfaced. And now Gininda, the way he's explaining the statement, he is telling us that the statement has been in the file since. But when you listen towards the end of this video, it's whereby he is trying to analyze it and then say, if there was any problem that the statement, maybe the defense have not received, but now it's available. Where was it? Who was hiding the statement? Where did it come from? Because it's been a long time, the statement. The defense wanted that statement because they knew about the statement, that there was a statement like this, through their own investigation as they go into this case. Gininda is trying to explain, is no more giving evidence that how did he arrest these people. Now he is defending himself in everything. When you listen to him, yeah, he's in the defense side. He's no more giving evidence as to how did he arrest these people who are in the dock now, the 5 accused. But he's defending himself. Even coming to Mziago, he's defending himself on the Mziago case. Then you start to bug your mind and ask yourself exactly why this guy is defending. What is it that he's been doing? Because it's like the net is already closing on him and he's got no way to go out of this net. Family, what do you think about this? Do you think this brigadier is honest in his evidence? Because now it's not even an evidence. He's on the defense side. He's defending himself. Because he sometimes he distances himself that he was still a junior and he was among the... And another thing that is making me question a lot of things. When the witness of Ngomezulu came in court, he talked about 40 people who were allocated to investigate this case. There comes Gininda now. He's talking about 9 detectives who had to go to Senzo Meyiwa's family. And he's not questioning that. That's where you see the biasness. Because when this guy said this, Mangena, was it Mangena or what? I think it's Mangena, but I'm not too sure whether it was Mangena. When he said so much investigating, there were about 40 and they were all fired and they were appointed to take over to this case. But now, Gininda is talking about 9. That group of 9. He is quiet. He's not even asking any question as to, are you talking of 9? Why are you talking of 9? That's too much. Like he did when it came to the witness of Ngomezulu who came in court. So this is really, really, really bad what we're saying in this court. What is happening here? You could see that there's a lot of cooking that is going on here. And now, instead of the cooking going the right way, but now it's tingling. It's keeping on tingling in their legs, and their answers now, they're on the defense side. But I understand the net is closing on them. As much as they try to hide and play hide and seek, the net is closing on them. Senzo is not sleeping, he's awake. And the day he go to sleep, it's when the right people are caught and they're sentenced. Because that is going to happen. But for now, he is kneeling, waiting for the right culprits to be arrested and sent to prison for a very, very long time. Family, what do you think about this? Drop your comment. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's face our justice system. There's no way we can let it go like this. I think the pressure, they are feeling it. Let's keep on putting pressure because they are watching. Each and every YouTuber who's on this case, I know they are watching. They are making sure that they see what these people are saying, and it's crippling their evidence. Every day, they come up every day with new evidence, trying to tell and just untie whatever they've tied. Family, don't forget to subscribe. Bravo, bravo.